Hey guys, welcome back to LifeUpEducationTV. In today's video, I wanted to talk about super scary thought, but the truth about having patience. Okay, so I have a passage that I wrote here earlier, and I wanted to read them so I can elaborate on it. Okay, I said, I am not expecting to succeed with the current ventures. Everything I am doing could fail. But I'm not and will not be defined by this, and I will keep trying. Having patience. Life will hit you with bricks, and you have to keep going. Your success or failure will not define your ultimate value. Don't expect you can succeed in your current thing, and that's completely okay. Whatever happens, you're better off that way anyway. So that's something I wrote earlier. And the whole time I was writing it, I couldn't help but to remembering the speech from Steve Jobs at Harvard, I think, or Stanford. I think Stanford. He said, connecting the dot, and connecting a dot doesn't necessarily happen from looking forward, but it happens looking backwards. Like you do things that's authentically what feels right for you at that moment, and later on in your life, somehow these thoughts come together and somehow start making sense. And I truly believe that. Honestly, I remember this time, I have a friend. He is also he's really young. It's gonna be his first business, and he is creating his jewelry designing company, which is amazing, right? And he's doing it with his business partner. And I just wanted to remind him, because the way he spoke about it was I'm gonna succeed. I'm gonna be millionaire in 5 years with this current business. And I'm not discouraging people to have ambition, big vision, everything. But in the end of the day, that's 99% the math, the 99% of the business do fail, right? And that's completely okay. The point is that those failures don't have to define your value. They don't have to subtract from your value. You are who you are, but these events themselves don't mean anything. These events are what makes you who you are. This success and failure also comes with some contextual consequence, aka lucks. So, of course, luck is not always on your side. And for example, let's talk about TikTok, right? Some people get follower really, really quickly, and no one really understands how the algorithm work and everything like that. We were talking about just super random content. There are many accounts where there's actually no person, any specific person behind it, but it's just this account with accumulated videos that went viral on the internet or something like that. Some kind of spammy account could even go viral, right? And there's a little bit of luck involved in creating success. And that being said, I'm not saying that successful people are all just by luck, right? They work hard. So you have to have the balance between you work hard and then you want to get lucky. And luck comes as you put in more work, because you just get that much luckier. If you put in the work consistently, you will have more luck. You will have more chance of catching that luck when it's here, Okay, the next one. You will never gain the ultimate approval from everybody by succeeding. There will be always people with different opinions, and you don't need to prove to anyone. You need to prove to yourself. So even if you succeed, you will never get the ultimate approval from everybody, right? Maybe some people will look up to you, but they don't really mean anything, your success at the personal level doesn't necessarily convert directly into helping someone else's life, by direct term, right? And that's okay. you can also inspire them, and you can be their role model, right? Like you can contribute in that way, and that happens as a result. That is not your goal, because you just can't control what people think of you. You just can't control how people get inspired from you, right? That just happens as a result of your behavior, as a result of your attitude about life. Like people recognize it and people see it how it is, right? But that's something you can't control. Like people have a different background, people have different opinions. Something that you think is good might not be good for someone else, right? And vice versa. Something you thought was shit, bad, was actually not bad for everyone else, right? It's not 1 year journey. The prediction looks more like 10 plus years journey, right? So a lot of us forget, like the younger you are, I feel like it might be more true, but you know, a lot of us, so many people have this idea of, you know, by the next year or by, you know, 6 months from now or whatever, I'm gonna be a millionaire and that's it, right? And that's just not true. And again, like I'm not saying that could never happen, right? Sometimes it could happen, but if we look at mass again, like 99% of the people have to actually put in the work, like a lot of work, and it's a hard work, it takes time, and like again, like it could happen, but you can't bet all you have on that basket, because if that doesn't happen, then it becomes very, very disappointing, and you possibly could even lose your will to like persevere. So you just need to like understand the math behind it. Like you need to see it as practically, like you need to see it as like how it is realistically. Okay, the next one might not be the one business you're working on right now that's gonna take you to where you want to get to, or that's gonna give you the big success or whatever we want to call it. But maybe the next one or the one after that. But if you give up, you will ultimately lose the chance to even find out. It's being patient game, and whoever can be more patient and resilient will succeed in the end. Yes, so I wanted to point this out because a lot of us lose this perspective of like the 10 years trajectory, right? Like it has to happen today, tomorrow. But if you think about life, like it's such a long time, right? And it's okay if it doesn't happen today or tomorrow. Like I said, the dots don't make sense looking forward. It only makes sense from looking backwards. So it might not be the one that you're working on today, but in the end, like at the macro score, like at the macro life, if you have that courage to pursue whatever you're doing right now, like if you can build up that, like if you can actually train that skill as a leader, skill as like, you know, doing the execution, having a leadership, like in a hard time, that's gonna pay off anyways. Like wherever you go, that skills can transfer to whatever you do. Like you become better person, like you become more valuable, you actually become asset. Like those are actually the hardest skill for anyone to develop. So the question continues to be, can you take whatever you learn today and then carry it on to your next ventures, to your future projects, to your future success, and can you persevere until you find what it is that you are good at, right? So it might not be whatever you're working on today, but that doesn't mean that you're never gonna succeed. You can take whatever you learned today and then apply that to your future and more better thing that's gonna make you ultimately or take you ultimately wherever you wanted to get to. And we talk a lot about like, you know, destination doesn't matter, and I really think so too, but at the same time, I guess you don't have to go one way of extreme. Like you could have some kind of like a benchmark if that helps you to be productive. Yeah, so that summarizes my video today, and thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you guys in the next video.